What's up, guys? CZeroMedia here with Sam from Abstract.
What's up?
Studios.
You should totally sub.
You should. I'll put the
Shameless
link.
plug.
I'll put the channel link in the description below, of course, as always. So check him out. He is an Australian dude. Owns a shop called Otaku Garage. Well, one of the owners of the shop called Otaku Garage. He lives here in Tokyo and has a R33.4 Skyline. I don't think any of you are familiar with these 33.4, 32.3 type skylines because I don't really see it outside of Japan. Here in Japan, when I was growing up, I saw it here and there. You know, I'll look at the rear end, it's R32, and look at the front, it's like R34 or R33. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And that is exactly what this car is. This is, by powertrain wise, it's a 33 Skyline,
Yeah,
right?
yep. So it's a Series 2 RB25 DET. This one has a what's called a high flow turbo. So it's where they take the ceramic or the acrylic core out and they put in a Garrett. I think it's like a Garrett 2860 or roughly around there. So they put like the billet wheels in and stuff like that.
Okay.
Otherwise, if they're still the ceramic ones, once you go over 12 psi, the wheels just blow out of the compressor, and then you got no turbo.
Oh wow! Is that similar to what happened to like the Nismo GTRs as opposed to the regular R32s?
Yeah. So a lot of like if you had a Nismo, one of those rare like Nismo built engines and stuff like that, the internals of the turbo were all metal.
Right.
And that way, most of those were actually like HKS turbos on those.
Okay.
Yeah, but just rebranded.
Okay.
Yeah, so Series 2 RB25 DET. It's not forged, it's still stock. The block's good for up to like 450 horsepower. Which I don't need. I'm just using this as like a daily and a drifter here in Japan.
Daily drifter here.
Yeah, man. Which I'm really excited about because I just got a Nismo 2A diff in the rear.
Yeah, I saw that. You put that in like a driveway on the streets or something.
I did that yesterday.
In the rain.
I did that yesterday.
Drift life.
And this is actually a really rare R33. If we just forget about the 34 front for a second, there was only about like something really low numbers, like 150 R33 Skylines Type M that came out with the option of the GTR V-Spec active LSD system.
Oh wow.
Which essentially is when it detects slippage on either side, it pumps hydraulic fluid down into the diff and tells it which side to lock up to counter that, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's good for time attack, for grip and stuff like that, but for drifting, it's really dangerous.
All of a sudden,
because all of a sudden, you've gone to enter the corner and it's gone, oh, hey, this wheel over here that you've just entered in with has got slippage. I'm going to grip that up, and then it's going to make your car go forward, against where you want the weight transfer to go. So obviously I ripped all that out and I put a Nismo 2A in.
Oh,
so I'm keeping all of that at home so that I can maybe if I want to build another car later down the road, like an S chassis time attack car, I can put all that in there because that'll be really good for that.
So what's up with this front end then? So it's a rare R33 to begin with, but obviously it's got the 34 front end.
So it's got the 34 front on it. At some point, the previous owner decided to change it. I'm not sure if that's because of an accident. It doesn't have accident history, but it's possible that maybe he like sideswiped something and then just decided to change everything out. Right. Everything is a genuine OEM panel. The only thing that is fiberglass on it, there's a nice Ichigo right there, S15.
S15!
It's pulled out right in front of us. Sorry to interrupt the video.
Sorry, we got to looking stock.
Yeah, so every panel's metal except the front bar. The front bar is a fiberglass bar. But everything else, the bonnet, the over fenders and the headlights, everything is genuine R34, and the bonnet is a genuine GTR one. So it's like there's a lot of money spent on the front end of this. Okay.
And when you say bar, are you talking about the crash beam? What's a front bar?
Front bumper bar.
Every time me as a Japanese English-speaking guy hangs out with an Australian guy, there's always this miscommunication of like how we call the trunk.
Yeah.
Bonnet, the hood.
Yeah, I call it a bonnet. And everyone's like, baby bonnet? And I'm like, no, the freaking hood of the car, you idiot. Yeah, I felt so silly when I spent time living in the States, everyone was correcting my English. And
I like it though, man. It makes it unique. It makes it fun.
I like got the differences. Weird hybrid of like Australian English and Japanese and then Chinglish all like mixed in there now. The rest of it's the same. So they changed the radiator core support. Yeah. And then the fenders are all changed. They're all metal, real ones. The only fiberglass is the front bumper, the front front bumper bar.
That's all you had to do to swap 34 and the
Yeah, so
33?
you change your radiator support core. You can get away with using the R33 one of these, but you got to use like a lot of different brackets and stuff to make it work.
Okay.
So it's better to use the 34 one because you got all these brackets here to line up for the headlights. Yeah. This one here broke off on me when I did this. It pushed it up and snapped that. So I'm going to replace all of that later. But yeah, like it's super good. This bar is actually a full piece that connects down to the main chassis rail. Yeah. So
the whole thing.
yeah, it's just this like kind of top part that then comes down and connects to the chassis rail. So you got to go to a body shop and get all your spot welds out and stuff like that. And then they put the new one in, re-spot weld it, and you're all good.
Okay, that's not bad at all. I thought it was
not.
more involved than that.
I know, yeah.
This is the same lens and everything.
Yep. And it all lines and matches up. And
wow.
actually, I really like the way it looks because like you got the aggressive front and the nice curvy rear, and it's like two of the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? I really like the curviness of the rear of the 33 because I mean rear booties, you know. Nice curves.
33 does have a nice.
Yeah.
It just flows well, you know.
Yeah, but I still do like the 34 rear. I do
Yeah.
like the 34 rear. Like I love the GTR rear. But yeah, no, the front I love it. It's so aggressive.
It's not aluminum.
It's just metal.
Yeah.
It's a GTR bonnet, so it's just really heavy. But I mean, the previous owner spent heaps of time getting all of the heat shielding put on.
I see that.
Obviously, the bonnet's heat shielded as well. And then obviously he got a reflow turbo on there, which means it boosts higher. So I'm running like average 12 PSI, which you can't run on a stock RB25 turbo. The ceramic discs just blow up.
What's the plan for this car?
Drift car, really. Literally, it's just going to be a drift car.
Yeah.
My daily car in Japan's going to end up being a GTR for sure.
Yeah.
Like for grip, and I'll do time attack in that. I'm going to start getting into time attack.
Nice.
But this car is just going to be a drift car.
What kind of mods are you going to do to it?
So I'm going to do one of our Otaka Garage billet intake manifolds with the top mount turbo Garrett GTX 3071. I want really nice response, but a lot of power when I need it.
Yeah.
Going to keep the engine stock because the stock box can handle up to like 450 horsepower. So I'm aiming for like 350, 400. 350 would probably be modest and enough.
Right.
And then just get some over fenders on it so I can fit wider tires in the rear and the front. Get all my adjustable suspension sorted out. So front camber, because I have a wishbone setup, it's a little bit more expensive to get front camber and adjustment in there.
Yeah.
It's like $1,000 just for a really good brand set of camber arms and stuff. So yeah. But pretty much just set it up as a really good, reliable drift car, set up properly and well.
And that, guys, is a quick, spontaneous review of his